Putty, after long time, due to certain reasons, last 2 weeks, I think we could not meet. Several certain reasons, Putty. Can't help. Anyhow, within a short period of time, maybe in 2-3 weeks, Putty, I will be starting classes here, physical classes, I mean. Right, I will be starting classes here within a very short period of time. Thereafter, there won't be such issues. Right, there won't be such issues once I start classes here. Right, within 2-3 weeks, I will be starting classes, and before that, I will let you know. I will put the news to the group as to when I start the classes. Right. Until such time, we will continue like this, maybe maximum 2-3 weeks, these online classes. Right. Once we meet here, I am going to start the novel from the very beginning, Pute. Right. Going to start the novel from the very beginning once we meet here at home. That is what I have already decided. Anyway, today as well, going to do a fresh poem, right? That you have for the next term, right? Till I start the novel, as I said, I will be doing these poems, and we have one drama to be done, right? Yeah. Yes, Pute, can you see the poem?
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you, Pute, thank you. This is the poem that I have selected to discuss today. That is Richard Cory. The poem is Richard Cory. A poem that comes under the theme take down, Pute, whatever necessary, right? Need not mention every day, every week, right? You know it. You should take down whatever necessary. The title of the poem is Richard Cory. In fact, it comes under the theme society, right? Richard
Excuse
Cory.
me,
Yes, yes, Pute Hanna, Kitmini Hanna. Yes, yes, Kitmini.
teacher. Sir, we didn't finish the lesson to the Nile.
To the Nile. We start. Did we start it? Did we start the poem? Yes, Pute.
Started.
Started. How many? Yes, how many lines did we complete? Lines kiya complete kara?
No, sir, you just described about the Nile.
Sorry, I am extremely sorry. Right? Then first of all, we will do it. Right? First of all, we will do it. Okay. Wait a minute then. Yes. We didn't start the poem, ne? I have no idea, Puti. We didn't start the poem. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, now straight away we will start the poem, Puti. Straight away we will start the poem. After this, we will go back to that particular poem, Richard Cory. After finishing this, this is by John Keats. The other day I gave you a description, right? This is written for a poetry competition together with two other poets, P.B. Shelley and Leigh Hunt. I am not going to repeat it, right? Already I have taught. You should have taken down those important things, right? Anyway, this particular poem comes under the theme nature, right? In fact, yes, nature to the Nile. Already we have done, as I can remember, as already we have done the poem, haven't I? To the evening star. Did we do the poem to the evening star?
We did, sir.
Yes, thank you. Right. Already we have completed the poem to the evening star, right? The particular poem that is all about the planet Venus. We did it some time ago, right? Both poems to the Nile and to the evening star, both poems come under the same theme, nature, right? Both poems come under the same theme, nature, right? Apart from that, listen carefully. Apart from that, I mean the theme, apart from the theme, what is the other similar characteristic that you can see in these two poems? Yes. What is the other similar feature? In other words, what is the other similar feature that you can see in these two poems? Can you tell me?
Both are sonnets.
Very good, Pute. Very good, Kitmini. Both are right. To the evening star and to the Nile, both are sonnets. Look at this, just count and see whether there are 14 lines. And you all know that a poem with 14 lines, a poem with 14 lines, we call it a sonnet, right? To the evening star and to the Nile, both poems, they are sonnets, right? Today I am not going to describe the features of a sonnet. Already I have that, right? It has two sections, octave and sestet. We have already discussed, so need not explain once again. Look at this poem. This is to the Nile. Nile, in fact, is said to be the longest river in the world. Said to be the longest river in the world. This is how John Keats starts the poem. Son of the old moon mountains African. Son of the old moon mountains African. This is how he starts the poem. Wait a minute. Son of the old moon mountains African. Okay, what can you say about this line? What are the poetic devices? First of all, tell me, I will explain this, right? If you can understand, first of all, tell me what are the poetic devices that you can see in this first line. What are the poetic devices that you can see in this line? Yeah. At least one, please tell me. At least one. Yeah.
Personification.
Yes, Pute, once again. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Yes, once again, Pute.
Personification.
Personification.
Metaphor.
Personification, metaphor. Metaphor. Right, I got several answers. Son of the old moon mountains, African. Pute, I am extremely sorry, right? I am extremely sorry.
Inversion.
Right. Wait a minute. Right. Wait a minute. Pute, I am extremely sorry because of one reason. Pute, yes. Yes, some of your answers are correct, right? Some of your answers are correct. No, not that. I have a certain issue now. I have a certain issue now because the issue is Pute. There are some, in fact, a few grade 11 students, they have joined today in this class. Pute, I am extremely sorry, right? A few grade 11 students are here in this group today, right? I send the link to them as well, right? Not all. Pute, the issue is, the issue is Pute, already recently, in fact, already they have done this poem, right? ඒගොල්ලන්ට මම මේ poem එක recently I did. Already they have done this poem. So Pute, I will change this now, right? Don't be angry with me, right? Make a we will do after completing the other poem Pute. කමන්නේ නේ, right? මොකද මම I had forgotten. මට අමතක වෙලා තිබුණේ. I thought I have to do a new poem today. I thought of doing the, as I said, the Richard Cory. එතකොට පුතේ to the Nile, as we have some grade 11 students as well, right? We will do this poem. Okay, don't worry, don't be angry with me, right? This is very nice poem. I will come to this after completing Pute. Extremely sorry. Now only I saw it, right? Some students, grade 11. Pute, I will first complete the poem. The Richard Cory, right? After that, Pute, I will come back to this poem. තරහ වෙන්න එපා. කොහොමත් අපි සියලු දේවල් කරනවානේ, right? I do everything. Because of that reason, Pute, I will do this poem first, right? Akmal Ahmad, is it okay? Akmal Ahmad, Darwani, is it okay?
It's okay, sir.
Right, good, thank you. Richard Cory, as I was mentioning, this very poem comes under the theme Pute, society, right? Comes under the theme society. And Edwin Arlington Robinson, the poet, is an American poet. He is an American poet. Pute, take down American poet. Born in 1869. Born in, take down, born in American poet, born in 1869 and died in 1935. 1869 to, shall I write it? 1869 to 1935. American poet. And this particular poem was written in 1897. This particular poem was written, Richard Cory poem was written in 1897, right? Take down these figures. And the other special thing about this poet is, right? The other special thing about this poet is Edwin Arlington Robinson. Pute, he was He was nominated for Nobel Prize for Literature. He was nominated 4 times. This is very important. In fact, he did not receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. Anyhow, he was nominated 4 times. That itself is enough to understand about this poet. Very popular, talented poet. 4 times he was nominated for the Nobel Prize for Literature, right? 4 times. Wait a minute, Pute. I am receiving a call. I will answer it and come back. Give me a minute. Hello. Record dan dah ini. Sorry. Yes, Pute, I am back. Some students, they are giving me telephone calls. In fact, 3-4 students, they have problems in relation to the connections. They have asked me to record the session. Yes, I am doing it, right? Yeah. Richard Cory, poem. Nice poem. Look at this, Pute. There are only 4 stanzas in the poem. There are only 4 stanzas in the poem. Yes, 4 stanzas in the poem. Going to do the first stanza. Look at this. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, plain favored and imperialist. First and foremost, right? Look at this name, Richard. Look at the name, Richard, right? Right? What can you say about this name, Richard? What can you say about this name, Richard? Name, Richard. Wait a minute. Lena, are you there? Lena, are you there? Lena?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what can you say about the name Richard here? No idea? Right, it's okay, Pute. The name, yes, Lena, yes. Yes. Okay. The name itself, right? The name itself suggests, right? Technically, it is a connotation, right? It suggests something, right? Even the name suggests something, right? It's a technique, right? There are certain words suggesting certain things, right? The device is technique is called connotation. Certain words, right? They suggest certain things. The word Richard suggests what? Nikan ay parak kiyan ba puti Richard kiyan name එක suggest කරනවා ඇත්තේ මොකක්ද? නිකන් කියන්න බලන්න. No. Society, legit society. In our society, right? Yes, Pute. Very good that you attempted. In our society, Pute, there are so many people, millions and millions of people. They have certain names. Yes, yes.
He is an upper class name.
How can you prove it? With what? Very good. Right?
Using his name,
Ah,
Richard.
yes. Very good, Pute. Very good. That is it. That is it. Very good. Look at this, Pute. As I said, millions and millions of people in our society, and they have different names, right? Different names. Apa nikang ලංකාවේ නිකං සිංහල මිනිස්සුන්ගේ නම් ටිකක් බලමුකෝ පුතේ නිකං නම් නිකන් බලමුකෝ අපි ඥානපාල රම්බණ්ඩා ටිකිරි බණ්ඩා ඥානපාල we will take 3 names ඥානපාල රන්බණ්ඩා ටිකිරි බණ්ඩා I am using 3 names ඥානපාල රන්බණ්ඩා ටිකිරි බණ්ඩා ගුණවති ඥානවති look at those names and the name Richard. Look at the name Richard and the names that I mentioned just a while ago. See the difference. Okay? The name itself, the name itself suggests some royalty, royal personality, right? The name of the person, Richard, his name is Richard. The name itself suggests some royalty, right? Some nobility, noble, royal, majestic qualities of the person. Even the name highlights it. Tapi dannuwane Lankawe hitiya one of the presidents, right? We had this president in our country, J.R. Jayawardhan. In fact, was the first executive president, right? Was the first executive president, J.R. Jayawardhan. His name is, in fact, Junius Richard Jayawardhan. Junius Richard Jayawardhan. He too had this name, Richard. And you might have heard the name Sir Richard Hadley, New Zealand fast bowler. Sir Richard Hadley, right? What I want to highlight here is even the name suggests, even this name suggests some sort of, as Lena said, royal, noble, majestic qualities of this person. Just not just a person, right? A person of, as Lena said, a person of definitely upper class. A person of, the society can be divided into 3 classes, right? Society can be divided into 3 classes: upper class, lower class, and middle class. Upper class, lower class, and middle class, right? People of upper class, they are the privileged people. Learn these words, right? These things you need when you are writing long answers, right? When you are writing these long answers, you need these words, right? As I said, once again, I am repeating, when we speak about the people in the society, they can be put into 3 categories. They can be put into 3 categories. All the people, I and we all, can be put into 3 categories: upper class, lower class, and middle class. Upper class people in this group, they have all the privileges and these equal rights, and they are enjoying always, they have freedom, they have wealth, and they are enjoying their life. They spend extraordinary, extravagant, sophisticated, comfortable, luxurious lives. Right? Once again, they have all the facilities, right? They are spending a comfortable, luxurious, sophisticated, extravagant life, right? They are privileged people, right? They have freedom, they have wealth, they have happiness, they have everything. Whereas they are enjoying, and these people who belong to lower class, they can't enjoy their life. They are suffering, suffering, suffering. Underprivileged people, right? They don't have wealth, they don't have happiness, right? They don't have freedom, they don't have equal rights, right? And enjoying here, they are enjoying and they are suffering. These people are in between these two categories, right? Keep that in mind. We need these things, right? What you first should understand is the word itself suggests, highlights, denotes that he is a person who belongs to this upper class, right? Let's read the poem and see whether our argument is our idea is correct, whether our idea is correct. Richard Cory. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, right? Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, whenever Richard Cory went downtown, say goes to the city, whenever indicates most often than not, always, right? Indicates that always this personality, this person, Richard Cory, he goes to the city. Downtown means the city, town. The city limits, downtown. Downtown, it's a city, right? Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, right, he was in the habit of, Richard Cory was in the habit of going to this downtown, going to the city most often than not. Frequently, so frequently he goes to downtown. But look at this pute. The poet Robinson, he has used past tense, right? Past tense. Look at this here as well, past tense verb. Past tense. Throughout the stanza, he is using past tense, indicating that no longer he is going to downtown, right? තවදුරටත් එයා යන්නේ, right? That is over. That is over now. You will understand as to why the poet has used past tense. At the end of the poem, you will be able to understand, right? Purposely, intentionally, the poet is using the past tense. Richard Cory went downtown, right? As I said, he was in the habit of going to the town so often, right? When he did so, we people on the pavement looked at him. Very important, right? This is all about Richard Cory. Now, poet is referring to people. Where are they living? Where are they living? On the pavement. Here, according to the poet, people are living on the pavement. Right? Then what can you say about such people? People living on the pavement.
They are very poor.
Aroshana, very good. Very good, Aroshana. Yes. That is a clear indication, right? They don't have houses of their own. They don't have houses of their own. That is why they live on the pavement. Pavement they don't have houses of their own, so that they live on the pavement, as Aroshana said. As I said previously, right? We talked about 3 categories of people, right? Definitely, these people, they belong to this lower class, right? They are very poor, right? So that they live on the pavement. And whenever Richard Cory went downtown, what they did was they looked at Richard Cory. But keep in mind, we people, then who are we here? Who are we here? Including whom? කාත් එක්කද? We කියලා කියනකොට කාත් කවුද එතන ඉන්නේ වෙන? Who else is there?
Poet.
Yes, Pujanika? The poet, very good. The poet, including the poet, right? Including the poet. So we can understand the poet too belongs to this category, right? Lower class, and he too is very, very poor. He too doesn't have a home of his own, right? They are living on the pavement, right? We people including the poet, poor people, including the poet, they are living on the pavement. And whenever Richard Cory goes there, present tense goes there, they just look at him. That is what they do. That is what they do. And then in the next line onwards, third line onwards, the poet is describing the person Richard Cory. The poet is describing the person Richard Cory. We'll read and try to understand. This is what he says about Richard Cory first. First he says he was a gentleman. He was a, poet says, Edwin Robinson Arlington, he says, the poet says, Richard Cory was a gentleman, right? Look at this past tense. He has used purposely, intentionally, past tense. At the end of the poem, you will be able to understand as to why he has used past tense, right? He was a gentleman, right? What he says is this person is a gentleman. He has gentleman qualities, right? He has all the good qualities, right? A gentleman has all these good qualities. So what the poet says is he was a gentleman. He has all these good qualities. He was a gentleman, right? Not just a person, but he was a gentleman, having all the good qualities. Usually a gentleman means he has all these good qualities. A gentleman from soul to crown, soul to crown, soul to crown. What is the technique? What is the technique? Technique. When the poet says put a soul to crown, what is the technique that he uses? Soul to crown. Right. This is a metaphor. This is a metaphor. Soul to crown means feet to head. Kakul dekේ නම් ඔළුවට, feet to head, right? His feet to head. Soul means feet. Crown means head. Can you remember I gave you a new technique, connotation. Connotation. Yes, connotation, right? I said the name Richard is a connotation, right? It suggests that he belongs to this upper class. The same time, this word crown, right? Metaphor, right? Crown, right? It suggests, it is also a connotation. It suggests what? Crown suggests what? crown.
Royalty.
And a very good Pujanika. The crown is usually worn by a king. අපි ඔටුනු දන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ නේද? ඔටුන්නක් අපේ ඔළුවට දන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඔටුන්නක් දාන්නේ රජ කෙනෙක්. එහෙනම් the word crown suggests his royalty, royal, majestic, noble qualities of Richard Cory, right? The name itself is a connotation. Crown also is a connotation. In this, crown suggests that his royalty, royal personality, right? You have, yes, once again, you will